Hey, Amanda here. Uh, I am so tired. Just got off work. Mm, I'm just really tired today. Got my tea, drank, and that is my bedtime drink. Uh, Today I'm gonna talk about my childhood, pretty much in a nutshell. Um, my memory of my childhood is actually very, like, I remember things from when I was 2. And, uh, so, I mean, my long-term memory is ridiculously good. But, when I was a child, I mean, I've always known that I was different from everybody. Like a large vast of, especially my family members, definitely. Um, tired. But anyway, stop it, cat. Anyway, when I was, when I was a toddler, I've always, been very artsy, fartsy, and everything, and, I was always able to draw, and, with most people, a lot of people just kind of, you know, a lot of people have good qualities, and some people just honestly don't have any talents, but I mean, one thing I've always been good at is drawing and coloring and painting and stuff like that. It is an open window to how I feel. It's kind of like journaling, I guess you could say, or vlogging. Hello, Charger. Anyway, so, like, I don't remember my very first drawing, but my mom showed it to me, and it was actually a spider. And I guess I was two or three when I did it. But, I look at it, I was like, really? I did that, I was like, I just was like, that was my first drawing, was a spider. And, a spider in a web. And, and I remember one particular drawing I did, and that's when my mom realized that I was really different. I was about 3 years old. Lisa Frank, fucking crazy. I remember this day. I remember doing this. I had this towel. I guess it was this towel. It was my favorite towel because it was Lisa Frank. It was very colorful and very bright and neon. And it had two unicorns looking at each other. They're running down a rainbow. And, I just looked at it and I drew it. I set this towel down and I just, like, had my paper and I had pencil and I just drew that shit. And it wasn't to a T, but I mean, damn, it was pretty damn close. My mom probably still has that drawing somewhere. I can't really show it to you, but I remember that. I remember the one thing that really honestly gave me the trouble was the mouth, but honestly, like she just like most 3-year-olds can't do that. Let's go ahead and say that. And so she knew that I was different. And also when I was younger, also set me across from differences from everybody else. Differences. That's a new word today. Word of the day. But my mom told me that, I learned my entire alphabet, memorized it, at 19 months old. Not even 2 years old. Memorized it. She just kept going, what is that? What's this letter? What's this letter? What's this letter? And she would try to confuse me with M's and W's. She'd be like, what's this number? Or this letter, sorry. Kept on saying number, just now realized it. And I would always get it right. She couldn't trip me. The only way how I can honestly think about it, and I still think about this to this day, I was like, well, M's have parallel, like the two legs at the M's, on a M, at the legs at the end, are parallel to each other, which a W does not have parallel, legs at the end. And that's how I honestly could do it. And, she taught me my alphabet. that early. Memorized it that early. Let's see here. I have always just played by myself. And honestly, like not preschool, but Head Start in kindergarten, all the way up. That's all I wanted to do, was just play by myself. I had my few chosen friends who I would spend the night with and stuff, but all in all, I played by myself. All I really wanted to do was stick my face in Pokemon on the Game Boy Color. Not even the Advance yet. We didn't even have those. Game Boy Color. That was my first Game Boy, was Game Boy Color. I didn't have the original, wish I did. But I would be sucked into video games and stuff like that when I was younger. Video games and drawing, and I read Sonic and Knuckles comic books. Those were my favorite. I read all that, and I started reading really early. Even though, in all honesty, I can read decently in my head, but if I try to read out loud, I fumble. Mushmouth. I mushmouth that shit, and I remember Mom getting so mad at me when I was younger, because she would be like, read this passage out loud, and I would try, but I kept stuttering and stuttering and stuttering, and she just got mad, kept getting mad and more mad, but now she knows, that you can't really do that, but I was always stuck into my Game Boy. That was my thing, was my Game Boy. I got teased a lot. I was bullied a lot, in school. I was really awkward. I was the first one in second grade to get tits. I was the overweight one. I had the bowl haircut. I had big glasses, because I'm blind as a bat. I'm really blind. Just had all in all just a hard time, and I was always bullied, and because I was just awkward. I really tried to have friends. I really did. I really honestly tried to have friends, but I tried too hard. I was one of those people that tried too hard. I tried to get the clothes, I tried to get the shoes, tried to look the part, and nobody wanted anything to do with me. So it's just like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and then I didn't realize that I even had feelings, or feelings existed within myself or other people until I was 17 years old, when I had my very first heartbreak. Bad heartbreak. It was a bad one too. First love of my life, bad heartbreak. We were only together for like 3 months, but it was one of those things, it's like love at first sight, and I still say to this day, that was the only person that I've ever had love at first sight, and now I wish he'd die. It's that bad. It was bad. Bad breakup. I'm not gonna get into detail about it, but, I had a mental breakdown real bad. I tried my best to get back with him and stuff like that, but I remember the crying, I remember the sulking, I remember the depression, I remember the lack of eats, and I remember the lack of communicating with people. I was completely antisocial, more than usual, so, I didn't really, then that's once I had that mental breakdown, after that mental breakdown just went, I was done with it, I looked at myself hard in the mirror, and I said, I don't give a fuck, and that's how I live my life every day. That's my number one, saying that I live by every day, is I don't give a fuck. Somebody tries to make me all butthurt, I just look them in the face, and I really don't give a fuck, Somebody tries to diss me and how I look or anything, I tell them I don't give a fuck, and, and I realized whenever I did give a fuck, that's whenever I actually cared about how people thought about me. After I stopped giving a fuck, I didn't give a shit. And now people tell me all the time, it's like, I wish I could be like you. And which is really weird, because I wanted to be like everybody else. And then I finally started standing up for myself, and now people are saying, I wish I could be like you. Isn't that weird? Like, people are starting to look up to me for being me, because they're like, I wish I could do that. And basically, like, I'm about to shave my head. I'm about to shave the sides of my head and everything coming Wednesday, which is next week, less than a week away, I'm shaving the sides of my head again. And, I'm so excited for this. And people are like, why would you do that? I'm like, why not? Because I like it. I like that smooth baby butt feeling on the sides of my head. It just puts my sensory overload into overdrive. I'm just like, woohoo! I just can't stop feeling my head. It's so good and giggity. I'm like, and so, you know, people tell me all the time, it's like, I wish I could be like you. I wish I could do what you could. I wish I had dreams and stuff like that. And it's like, well, maybe if you just stop trying to impress other people, maybe you could do what you want to do. A lot of people don't look at that. They're just like, I'm just so worried about how others think of me. I'm like, why? Why should it matter? I'm like, that just makes you look weak. I'm like, I do what I do, and people think I'm incredibly strong. People think I'm incredibly strong, and in all honesty, it's the other way around. I'm actually really scared all the time. I'm scared. I'm terrified of everything. I really am. But I guess it just shows bravery, into doing things, like trying different things and everything, and I'm the one that's like the risk taker. I'm like, you have no idea how scared I am of that, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm probably 10 times more scared of that thing than you are, and I'm here going, fuck it, let's go, let's do this. What's the harm? As long as in my head I think to myself, if there's, like, what are the consequences of the situation that I'm about to put myself in, and if there's no consequences, I'll do it, but if there is consequences, fuck that, you know? Like, doing drugs, or going to parties, or happen to know somebody that do drugs, you know, it's just kind of just stay away from that. It really, honestly, should just stay away from that. You don't want to get yourself in trouble, you don't want to put anything on your record. I don't have a record, I have, like, one speeding ticket, ever, but I don't, I'm the risk taker, but I'm the careful risk taker. Like, I know what I'm about to do, but I think about, you know, what could happen if I did this. Like, if I try different foods, I try different styles. I'll walk into stores, be like, I'm gonna go check it out, and I might decide that I'm gonna change my whole look. And it's just so, I mean, it's a risk-taking thing. But ultimately, I'm usually pretty satisfied with my decisions, and satisfied with my decisions as a kid. Like, if I wasn't bullied, I probably wouldn't be as strong as I am today. I sit here and think to myself all the time. Everybody thinks I'm a badass bitch, but I don't even think what I am. I'm just kind of me, just saying I don't give a fuck every day. I really do miss my little me. I really do. I wish I could just go back in time and tell my little me, it'll be okay. You'll get past this, and you'll be awesome, and everybody's gonna start looking up to you and telling you that they wish they were you. But I mean, time machines haven't been invented yet. If or will they will be invented, but I don't. That'd be kind of neat. But I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I'm probably gonna make another video here real quick too. Just stating about anxieties and stuff like that I have. That, like I said before, I'm scared of pretty much a lot of things. But I'll just leave you with that, and I'll download this bitch onto YouTube, and, you know, maybe I'll get some views, or some comments, or subscribes, or, I doubt even subscribes, but, you know, stuff, and that'd be really great. But I hope you guys have a good day. It's really early in the morning, and it's snowing really pretty outside. I just want to take my pit bull and just go. But, yeah, you guys have a good day, I suppose. In just January? February. It's fucking February. Oh my god, what is time going? Okay, bye.